Hello, hello, 390 Wagon Master here. Today, in this video, I'm going to take a look at the all-new Retevis MB3A. This is a neat little radio. This is an AM/FM only rig, and it first off comes with a really nice microphone. This is actually an upgraded mic over the Retevis MB3 microphone, so they've updated that. The difference between this and the MB3 is that obviously we're getting the upgraded microphone. This is 12 and 24 volt capable, and this little unit here has a heatsink on the back, and there's a reason for that. You'll see it in an upcoming video. So anyway, it's the board is pretty much exactly the same. This is a little bit different power supply circuit added to it. There's a few things that are populated different from the MB3 board, but other than that, it's about, gosh, I want to say it's $30 more on the price point. So not bad at all. This is a lot of bang for your buck. I will leave links to this down below. Okay, so let's turn this puppy on and we'll go through some of the menu functions. When you first turn the radio on right out of the box, starts up on channel 9 on FM. And we'll just go to AM and we'll run it up to 23 here real quick. And then every time I turn that on and off, it will go back to the channel you were on. So what we're going to do first here is I'm going to show you, it has the standard 6-pin mic connector. So we have channel up down as well as channel up down on the microphone. Here is our menu button. Over here we have AM, FM, PA. So you just short press for AM, FM, and you long press and it will go into PA mode. It will also be like a monitor as well. So if you don't have the Squelch turned on, whatever channel you're on, receive or whatever you're receiving on will come through the PA speaker, which I could see would be really good if like you're off-roading in a group or something like that. All right, we have a scan function on here and noise blanker. So I have it squelched right now. So we push the scan feature, you'll get this little decimal that fires up here. And as you can see, that's scanning. I like that. It only goes up. And if you push and hold it, you will get noise blanker. And I really like being able to switch my noise blanker on and off. Some of these new radios come with an automatic noise blanker, so they say, but I really don't trust them. And I actually like to be able to turn the noise blanker off, because if you're out mobile or in a very, very low noise situation, you don't need that noise blanker. You can turn it off. It will slightly improve the audio quality, like let the higher frequencies roll through, and it will increase your selectivity. Okay, next off, we have the emergency. And let me get out of that scan mode. Okay, and we'll turn noise blanker off. All right, so we have emergency that toggles from channel 9 to 19 and then back to the channel you're on. You push and hold that button and it will lock it, so it'll lock us out of any other features other than just these rotary controls. So turn that back off. And then we have Vox. Now, Vox on these Retevis radios is really good. I think it's probably the best Vox system we have going right now in most of these modern radios. So here's how you activate that. So you push the microphone down, as I'm doing here, and then you momentarily hit the little Vox button, and we're in Vox mode. Now, this is factory OEM mode here, so look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That, you know, and I am a good foot and a half away from the microphone right now. And just look at that. Like, that's right out of the box. That's crazy. Awesome. And you may be able to see over here in the corner, you can see the little meter going, hello, radio, radio, radio. This radio is kind of hot out of the box too. A little over 4 watts, pretty close to 5 actually. So let's turn that off. We're going to push that and do that. And then last but not least, obviously we have a rotary volume control, and I like how this works. Of course, I'm on a dummy load and I have the speaker up here, but I like the steps in these. a lot of these new radios, they're rotary volume control. So physically it's rotary, but the encoder will activate the audio circuit in steps. And some radios, it's totally dead silent, and then you hit that first notch, and it's kind of up a little too loud if maybe the house is quiet at night or whatever. You want it to, you don't want that giant step. This is very linear. I really like that. All right, and then of course we have the auto squelch circuit. So we're in auto squelch mode right now. And President Electronics actually perfected this circuit. I really like that. The more I use it, the more I like it. And we can go into the menu settings and set the depth of this squelch. But if you don't want to futz around with turning the rotary dial here like this and fine tuning it, you can just go all the way counterclockwise. You're in auto squelch mode. And then you just turn it clockwise a little bit and you'll see the meter come up. And of course you would hear that as well. And then you're in a no squelch mode, and then of course you can just turn it up here manually and bring in the squelch. And this one goes up pretty high. All right, so actually I like mine off anyway, but that's the way that goes. All right, so next let's go through the menus. Okay, so menus are pretty basic on this. You push and hold the menu button, and it'll start off in BR. So this is backlight brightness, and if you want to adjust this, you push and hold it. That you're confirming that you want to be in that mode. And then we have 1 through 3, which, you know, high, medium, low. That's great. And we'll just go back to high. We're going to confirm that with pushing the menu again. Let's go to the next one. This is the beep sound. This is the key beep sound, so we can turn it on or off. However, I like it on for demonstration purposes, and it's really not too annoying. Okay, the next one is Roger beep, and we can toggle through 6 different Roger beeps on that. Next one is our Vox setting, and this is the sensitivity for the Vox. And let's confirm that. Look at that. That was at 1, and the higher you turn it, it's kind of opposite of what you think. The higher you raise that, the less sensitive it is. So we're going to set it where it was, 1. And this is the Vox timing, and this was for a setup as a short Vox, so we're just going to confirm that. That goes through 1 through 9 as well. Over here we have a pretty cool feature. This is our RF power setting, and let's confirm we've been in low here out of the box, and we have low and high. All right, and I will show you what this thing is putting out power-wise here in just a second. But we're going to revert back to the factory setting of low. And then this is our timeout timer, which will allow us to go from 0, it comes out of the box at 3 minutes, from 0 to 9 minutes. Actually, the manual said 10 on the other one, I believe. But anyway, 9. And I just set it at 3. That's a decent amount of time. Timeout timers are interesting, for sure. They keep you out of a stuck mic situation, that's for sure. And then last but not least, we have the auto squelch, and this is how we set the depth of our auto squelch. Currently it's on 4, and we'll just go back with that. Again, if we want to make that squelch deeper, we can do that and make those adjustments. And we want to get out of here. We can either just let it time out, key the mic, or turn the radio off and back on, either way. So we're currently transmitting on channel 33. By the way, stay tuned for another video where I bite into some menu settings. You guys might like that. This radio does a lot, a ton of stuff. So beyond what I'm showing you right now. So anyway, how do I like the receiver on my base station here in a high noise environment? I like it. These modern radios tend to be a little noisier than, say, like an old school Cobra 29 or Cobra 25 or something. But, you know, in a mobile, it's kind of a wash for sure. The AM quality, when I listen to my bench monitor here, AM audio quality sounds great in transmit mode. In FM mode, these things absolutely kick butt. All these Retevis radios have a very, very strong and stout sounding FM portion. All right, time to have a little fun. Let's see what this puppy will do. Now remember, this is out of the box stock. Haven't adjusted anything. So here's what we're getting, I believe, on low. And let me turn the camera over here a little bit, and we'll zoom in. We'll see if we can zoom in here. And let's go into here. All right, so bird watts, and I have a 100-watt slug in here. So we're going to read the bottom scale, right? There's 20 watts, but each increment is 2, and this little mark here is 10, okay? Hopefully that's not washing out. Anyway, so let's key it up and see what we have. We have just shy of 5 watts right out of the box, like really strong. Pretty interesting. All right, hello radio, 1 2 3 1 2 3. There's 10. Hello radio. So we've got a hello radio, about 16. Pretty cool. Let's go into our menus. I'm going to go into the menu here, and we will go to power output. Confirm that as high power, and I'll get out of that. Okay. Hello radio. There's a reason why that heatsink is on there. So just average talking into the radio, we're looking at 16, 18 watts. Hello, with a peak of almost 23 watts. So that's pretty crazy. And let's see. So we're doing a 10-watt dead key. All right, that's on AM. Of course, we're not going to get any modulation or swing on FM. But out of the box, we have just a hair over 22 watts, almost 23 watts on FM. And I will go back into the menu, and we will see what that's like on FM on low power. Confirm that. And we have low power of about 5 watts. Man, this sucker's a powerhouse, I'm telling you. No doubt. Anyway, so what don't I like about this radio? All right. I'd like to see some more segments here in the S unit meter and power output meter, but that's all right. I mean, we still get a little bit of a light show. And I would like to be able to change this screen. I'd like to be able to do a little bit more fine tuning on that and kind of make it my own. But other than that, it is a very compact device, very well built. Oh, wait, look at this. The lid fell off. Why did that happen? All right, so let's take a look under the bonnet. Okay, so here's what the MB3A looks like inside. It's basically the exact same board as the MB3. However, the MB3 does not have these components here and this little can here. So same boards, just populated different. I believe this is for the 28 volt side of it, probably just upgraded power supply, I believe. And I'm not really sure what these do, but yeah, it's a pretty nice radio. And of course, we can see here, if we look up here to the top, we have the extra heat sink for the RF final. Now, most of these new radios heat up in this voltage regulator section over here, and this one does as well. Pretty much they all do. It'd be neat if they had some sort of a heat sink of some kind to sync that somehow, but anyway, they do not. However, this doesn't get as warm as some of the other ones that I've come along. So anyway, pretty nice setup, and again, very compact. Okay, well, that's it for this video. This is kind of an introductory video. The unit comes with a pretty decent owner's manual, and it can guide you through the menu functions, but you know, it only takes a couple minutes to grasp those. And I don't know, pretty simple, fairly well written for the manuals that we see on these radios coming out of China right now. So basically, pros, again, the size, the power output, it has great modulation on transmitter output, and the flexibility with this thing. The 6-pin mic cord, which I really like that. I do not like those J45 style cords at all, or the plugs, I should say, at all. So the readout is very easy to see, and I've got like a ton of light shining right on the front of this puppy, and I can shut that down, but anyway. And then, of course, user features, right? I mean, we just have channel up, down, squelch, and volume. And of course, the noise blanker. So switchable noise blanker. So at the price point that this is at, I believe these are just under $100 or somewhere right around $90. Those prices do fluctuate. And you can buy this either with just the radio or kind of like a mobile kit where it comes with the radio and a magnetic two-piece antenna. And they perform really well, so I'm going to do a video on that down the road on mobile setups. This would be a great unit for road trips, and it also, actually it's ready for it. It has a cigarette plug adapter pre-installed on the power cable, which is somewhere around 4 or 5 feet in length. So you get a decent power cord, just ready to plug into a cigarette lighter, or a 12-volt outlet, I guess they call it on some of the modern vehicles. I'm old school, so I go with cigarette lighter. And then, of course, the antenna with approximately, I think it was 16, 17 feet of coax. And I think that was at around $139. So basically, you have a complete mobile station in a box and ready to go. Great for road tripping, for sure. And, of course, this comes with a mounting bracket, the hardware to mount the mounting bracket, and the little knobs on the side. And again, a manual and the upgraded stock mic. So anyway, tell me what you think about the MB3. I'm pretty impressed with this radio. You know, Retevis has been putting out some good gear. I got to be honest with you, I was very leery of this when I first heard of Retevis, and they wanted to send me a mobile rig, and it was like a $50 rig, and I'm like, how good can that be? Well, surprisingly enough, that was a great rig. Absolutely great rig. Now you can buy the previous version, the MB3, and I believe there's a $20 or $30 break in price. And that's just basically because it doesn't have the added heatsink, and it does not have the 12-volt, 24-volt function. And the upgraded mic really is not a big deal. It's just a little easier to hold in your hand with this upgraded mic. So anyway, please leave questions or comments down below, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned, because we're gonna have a little fun with this puppy in the next video. Cheers.